New Zealand is one of those countries that attracts people from all around the world. Greenness and nature and pureness and excitingness. But there is something about New Zealand that you would only ever know if you were a Kiwi and if you knew where to look. We start playing this video and you know when you're just like, oh my God, this is... In this week's episode, we're going to share two national treasures about New Zealand that really need to be put on the world stage, and we intend to do that. So let's jump on in and find out what those treasures are.
It's a Drama, coming to you from Taranaki, New Zealand.
Hello.
Daddy, I love him!
Mother thanks you.
Right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Hello and welcome to the It's a Drama show. I'm Liz.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're back with you to talk more New Zealand, more life in New Zealand. In particular, this week, we want to discuss with you a couple of New Zealand treasures, well, that we think should definitely be New Zealand treasures. They haven't been pushed massively to the front yet, but they're going to be after this episode, aren't they, Brian?
We just want to give these guys the biggest boost in the world.
We want to just share with you something that happened last week that we just thought, do you know what is going on here? Why is this not being shared massively with the world, put in New Zealand on that stage? So That's what we're going to be sharing with you this week. If you're new to the episode, hello, we're Liz and Brian. We're husband and wife. We moved from the UK yonks ago, 14 years ago, and we now meet up every week in our home. Well, we don't just meet up, we're obviously married, so we just ignore each other all
who
week.
are you again?
Yes. And we talk about life in New Zealand, moving to New Zealand, and just share our love for this country. So yes, thank you if you've just joined us, and welcome back to all our lovely, lovely regular listeners.
Yep. It's the first week of autumn, and we had a little bit of snow on the mountain, so hopefully it might come out a cloud and you might just get to see a little bit of autumn snow.
I know, we sat here in on purpose, didn't we? We're like, please come out, mountain, please come out. So, like Bryce said, hopefully you will.
One little New Zealand gold treasure, which I only just thought about the other day. The unique thing about living in the southern hemisphere is you get 2 summers a year. How cool is that?
I know.
2 summers a year.
Yeah. Why? Hang on, what?
What? It's because we live in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Our summer starts in December
and
finishes the following year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In the 1st of March.
Good point, Brian. Yes. So anyway,
2 summers.
We wanted to jump in and just share with you, like I say, something that happened last week. First of all, I'm going to share a story about what happened last week here in New Zealand. We live in Taranaki on the north coast of on the west coast of the North Island.
I mean, and obviously Australia's east, as we normally say.
So our son is into the drama, and he's a singer and actor, and as is our daughter. So we've got quite a drama-y family.
It's a drama-y background.
The name is a drama, but yeah. So last year, our son, who's 22, his name is Sonny, he said, I've been asked to do a bit of a music video for the local group in our village, in our region. And we're like, oh yeah. So this group is called the Slacks. Okay.
Yes. What a great name, the Slacks.
The Slacks. And they're made up of 4 guys who just make music, not just make music, who make music.
A variety of different styles of music as well. Like, it's 2 brothers and 2 guys as well, isn't it?
And they're a bit of a legend here in Taranaki. They've done WOMAD. They're just a really cool group. So we were really excited. We were like, oh wow, what do you have to do? And he's like, I just have to go along and just lip sync to their song, and they're going to film it, and that's it really. You know what kids are like. You know what teenagers
really
like.
Played it down, didn't he?
Did.
It's just
he really played it down.
It's not a big thing, anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, tell us more about it. And he's like, well, I don't know that. I just know that I've just got to turn up. He wouldn't tell us anything because it's not cool to talk to your parents, is it? So, when you're 22, you just like to keep things to yourself. Anyway, he said he went off and he had his rehearsal, didn't he? I think they did a bit of a rehearsal for the morning.
I think they did. Yeah, it was over a weekend. So I think Saturday they were setting stuff up or whatever it was, and I think the following day they were doing filming or vice versa, or however it works on that thing. But on the morning of the Saturday morning, he suddenly goes to me, "Oh, can I borrow your suit jacket, or can I wear your suit?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's about 3 inches taller than me, and he's pretty big, and I'm like, Yeah, you can take it, not knowing where he was going. I wish I'd known where he was going because I would have said, no way, you're not borrowing my suit.
Oh, that's nice. Why?
Why?
You knew where he was going because he told you.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to be using the suit there. Though,
okay, right.
It was like, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so he did. He came back and he was like giving us little tidbits of like what he was going to be doing. Anyway, so it comes down, what Brian was saying about the suit, it comes back and he said, oh, they're filming it in the local fish and chip shop, the song.
Yeah.
Out at Okoto. Yeah. And we're like, which is like the next village along from Okoro. And we're like, oh, and this is when Brian said, he's like, well, you're not wearing my suit to the fish and chip shop. That'll just stink if it's going to...
grease all over it.
Yeah, it's 20... How old is that suit?
It's 24 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously.
And then I was like, oh, no, I'll let him use your suit. And you're like, oh, all right then. And you've got to tell the truth. You were annoyed about that.
I was reluctant because I was like, don't put it down near the deep fat fryer or whatever, like, because I just imagine Sonny just like, oh, get rid of that and on to the next bit, like,
Yeah. So now all we know about this project that he's doing that he tells us nothing about is it's for the slacks. So I'm in the music video. We were like, what have you got what are you playing in it? It's like, oh, just a guy. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Just a character.
And I need Dad's suit, his wedding suit, and I'm going to the fish and chip shop. And so, like, we're trying to piece this together. Anyway, he goes off, he does the video, comes back. How did it go, Sonny? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. Well, what did you have to do? Well, nothing much. Just, just sang, really. And
some lip syncing.
Was there many people there? No, not really. No, it's just like all the friends and, was there a camera crew there? No, it's just one guy with a camera and just singing and like, well, tell us more about. He's like, oh, there's nothing to tell. It was just that, and we're like, oh, okay. But anyway,
it's like it's a full-blown music video, isn't it?
But don't give it away. Don't give the punchline away now. Okay. Just hold your horses there, right?
I'll hold my fire.
Yeah, hold your fire.
Yeah.
So we go on, and life goes on, and we forget about this little music video that Sonny's been in.
Because it was back in November, wasn't it, or something they were doing it?
Yeah, back
the start of the summer.
Yeah, it was. I think it was before that a little bit. But anyway, so we go on, life goes on, and, and we forget all about the suit. It doesn't smell of chip fat, so Brian's all happy about that, and, Anyway, last week, we're sitting at the table having dinner, and he goes, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. He said, do you know that music video I did? And we're like, yeah. And he said, it's out now. It's on YouTube. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you're joking. Should we watch it? It's like, oh, just wait till after dinner. Just watch it after dinner. It's no big deal. It's like,
but watch it on the big screen.
What? But yeah, I reckon.
No, it wasn't going to get his phone out like he normally does. Yeah. Hey, look at this, like,
So we could tell that he was kind of like proud of it because he wanted us to stream it through the big telly.
Yeah.
But he was like trying to really play it down, wasn't he?
Because I think what it was, I didn't think he even knew when it's going to be released, but he went to work. He works in the Shining Peak in town, which is a microbrewery, great restaurant and things like that. And
big shout out Shining Peak.
Yeah, his like manager boss just turned around to him and went, "Hey, Sonny, I see you're made a debut on YouTube." And Bump shows the video to him, and he's like, and I think he must have either been embarrassed, but what a cool thing to actually happen to your boss. Just notices it before you've said anything. Like, that's another Kiwi trait, isn't it? Is keeping it low profile. Don't tell anyone.
This is the whole thing of this. So anyway, we put the telly on. Brian does his magic with however you get YouTube on the telly. And we're sitting there like expecting, oh, well, this is obviously going to be a bit rubbish because you've just played it down so much, but we'll watch it anyway because Brian's suit's in it. So we'll have a look.
I'm going to see the suit one more time. So I haven't seen it for 24 years.
We start playing this video and when you're just like, oh my God, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is bloody brilliant. It starts off with these guys outside the local fish and chip shop lining up. I'm not going to tell you the story, but they're just like, they're lining up outside the chip shop, and then it flashes to Sonny, our son, standing in the fish and chip shop, waiting in line to be served by this gorgeous girl who's doing all the fish and chip, serving at the counter. And he leans out like this and he starts singing. And then it flashes to Mark, the lead singer, the writer of the slacks. Yeah,
the actual guy who sang it is Mark, and he's there flipping burgers and putting chips in the deep fat fryer, and he's got such a smiley, happy face, isn't he? Like with his big beard and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
and when you start watching, honestly, I'm not going to cry, but when you start watching something and you're like, oh my God, this.
You just went.
I just went.
You just like, oh my God, yeah.
I did.
The silence.
First time in my life, I just shut up.
Just Liz shut up for 3 minutes.
I didn't speak.
I was like, do you like this?
Oh my God, that is brilliant. And you know when you like your hairs stand up on you on end, and you're just like, this is incredible, Sonny. This is fantastic. This song is brilliant. It just summed up New Zealand perfectly.
Yeah.
Everything about that video.
Real New Zealand.
Yes.
You know, that part of it that you just can't put your finger on. They get it. They've got 3 great videos on YouTube. You've got to go and see them, but we will leave links and stuff. But it's the way they just embrace that Kiwi-ness.
They capture.
It's just brilliant, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
They
capture it.
the slacks capture New Zealand. If you're watching this and you've never been to this country, watch this slacks video and just, this is it. This is New Zealand.
It is, yeah.
This is it. I can't say any more than that. And I kept watching. I said to Sonny, play it again, play it again. He's like, you've just watched it. I'm like, no, play it again. And that was 1, because I'm so proud of my son that he's in this video. 2, this makes me proud to live in this country, makes me proud to be a Kiwi.
Especially Taranaki.
Yeah,
you know, because they just show Taranaki as it is, like, you know.
Oh my God. And it was just such a good song, and just so like da-da-da, da-da-da,
yeah,
da-da-da.
just the intro.
Just everything about it.
I know the sound studio that they did it in, and I know probably the old synthesizer that they started off with, like doo-doo-doo. It's just like the way it's just been captured, that sound, and it's almost like and it comes in like, you know, it sounds so great, like, you know.
And afterwards, all 3 of us, me, Sonny and Bri, unfortunately, Tess, our daughter, is in Wellington. It would have just been the most perfect thing of my life if she was with us, because it was one of those moments in your life where you think, oh my God, thank God I live in New Zealand. Yeah. Thank God this is my country. Yeah. This is us. Like, you know, we live here, you know, when it's true.
You know, we watched it and then we watched it straight again, and Sonny just at the end of it just went, makes you proud to be Kiwi, that doesn't it? It makes you proud to be, you know, that you live here. And you're just like, wow, you know?
And we've talked about this, and obviously you are gonna go and watch this video after you've watched this, go and watch their music video, and we want you to like it and share it and just watch it and know that that is New Zealand. And a huge, huge shout out to these guys who are so humble and so talented and so brilliant.
Great musicians.
And I want New Zealand Tourist Board to just get hold of the slacks and go, this is who we want for our country.
The next video, let that New Zealand, you know, New Zealand Pure do, or whatever it is. Just get the slacks. Get the slacks to write the song as well. You know, it's like, I know we've had Forever Young and all those sort of ones on, you know, but just get the slacks to do it. They'll nail it.
And we were talking about this down the cafe earlier, and we were just like, because we were talking about doing this video, and we were like, you know, just what is it we want to say? And we said, obviously we want to push the slacks and things like that, but more than that, it goes deeper than that, because what these guys have done, have said they say in their music and their music videos, they've done loads of others, and they've got another one called Big Aroha that is set in the Foursquare, and they're going down the Foursquare.
I think it is.
They're going down the Foursquare aisles and they're singing, and it's just like, they say in their music videos what we can't say when someone says to us, so why did you move to New Zealand?
Yeah.
It's
true, isn't it? This is obviously like more rural New Zealand that we're talking about, you know, because that Pew Pew is just on a main highway, and it's just like, you know, they just get it right.
They nail it. They absolutely nail it. And I'll tell you what, right? This is what I think. I think, and we were just discussing this, and I think their video where Sonny is in their video, this one that they've just done, Love to Go, where it's about a young lad and he goes to the chip shop and he wants to order a burger, and like, you know, and he's talking, like I said, beautiful girl behind the counter and all this, and you know, it's oh, I've lost my train of thought. I can't remember. I'm getting so excited. But what was I saying? It's just,
Yeah, the thing, what it is,
Sorry, I'm so excited. So excited.
I'm going to flash up some bits of the video. Hopefully, if I can, get it downloaded, and I'll chop it up. And put I obviously can't put the music on, but we'll let you see a few clips of it and stuff like that.
I know what I was going to say, Brian. I know what I was going to say, darling. I was going to say all that to say, this is New Zealand. And what we were talking about this morning at the cafe was, you get these countries that, I don't know, they're like big flash, come here. And don't get me wrong, New Zealand does do that. They show videos of the mountains and bungee jumping and, and that is New Zealand. Of course, that is
they tend not, yes.
Is New Zealand.
Yeah.
But this is New Zealand. This is like New Zealand saying, we don't need... Like, Sonny didn't have an iron shirt, for instance. It was all crumpled. And
as he's taken out the washing in the morning and just put it on, like,
just that down to earth. This is us. Take it or leave it. This is it. Like, this is the beauty. This is New Zealand. This is, if you're coming here and you're expecting flash and big and, precious and, I don't know, it's just like, it's that realness.
It's what we say about it. It's how it's embraced it, and everyone you see in the video, just the regular sort of people that you're going to see. There's, it's brilliant.
It is.
Just look at it.
It epitomizes New Zealand. Yeah. It's just like, come here and see this country for what is underneath it. Its beauty is beauty. Its beauty is beauty all around the world. There's beautiful places all around the world. And yes, New Zealand's beauty, but that's not New Zealand's trump card, is what I'm saying. Yeah. New Zealand's trump card is what that video shows you. It's that the people, the non-flashiness, the realness, it's just us.
The diversity of everyone.
Yes.
That's it.
The diversity, just
your red bands, your jandals,
doesn't matter what car you're driving, it doesn't matter what clothes you're wearing or if your T-shirt's ironed or whatever. In saying that, Bri has got he has got Bri's $2,000 suit on in one of the suits. Yeah. But do you know what I mean? It's just that,
I know, but that summed up the scene, that's
lovely.
Why. Yeah.
It's just the best. And that...
Well done, the Slacks.
Well done.
Yeah.
You have
you guys
absolutely...
rock.
You do rock. And you need to just be out there promoting New Zealand, like just put in... But then again, do they? Because do we want
people
that's
to not. Do they want that? So I'm sure they do, but not like It's like you can just imagine those guys going on a world tour and just thinking, "Wow, have we got a big enough catalogue going on here?" I'm sure they have, But watch the other video. I love the one. I think it's called Yeah Nah. Whichever one it is, where they say lots of Cherbro and stuff like chur. It's just in a big red. I think it's a Cadillac or something like that, and just driving around Paratutu and Motorua, all that sort of area, and a little beach gig and stuff like that. It's just outstanding video again, and a great song as well.
And I don't think Sonny could believe it, because I'm there blubbing, oh my God, I love New Zealand. Brad's just like, and we've never shown so much enthusiasm for anything he's ever done
before. And it's like, it's not even him singing.
I know, he's lip syncing, but. Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of him, our son as well, that he's just in it and he's just there. And again, typical bloody Kiwi. It's like, I don't know if that had been me, but I would like to think that I'd be like, I've been in this cool video. You wait till you see it. It's absolutely brilliant.
I know, but that's the trouble, isn't it? Everyone says that and then they watch it and they go, no, it's not.
I know,
it's so much nicer when you just do something under the radar and then someone watches it and go, and they notice it, and you're like, wow, yeah.
So before we move on to our next Kiwi little gold mine thing that I'm going to promote, let's just share a freebie with you from our sponsors, who are actually me and Brian. So but let's just jump into our little freebie.
You are here because you love New Zealand.
You might be moving to New Zealand,
living in New Zealand, or you might just spend your days dreaming of visiting this gorgeous country. Because we love New Zealand as much as you do, we have compiled a short and very unique 5-day video series showcasing life in New Zealand, what it's really like. These videos are real, they are exclusive, and best of all, they're absolutely free. So if you would like to view New Zealand from the inside out and find out what life is really like down here. Sign up now, and every day for 5 days, we will send you a personal 3-minute video showcasing some brilliant aspect of life in New Zealand. You are gonna love it. Go to www.itsadrama.com/ILoveNZ. We can't wait to share those videos with you. Okay, let's get back on with the show. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is, well, it all ties in really, because that video was about the burger. I mean, I'm not going to give too much away because we want you to watch it.
Yeah, you've got to watch that, yeah.
But the other thing that brought to light about New Zealand that isn't screamed about from the rooftops enough, in my eyes,
Yes.
is I'm going to go out there and say, I'm going to go on camera on YouTube and say that New Zealand should be known in this country, known in this world as having the best burgers. There you go, I've said it.
For sure.
Isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, McDonald's.
No, not McDonald's. Not McDonald's.
Burger King.
Yeah, no. Because the burger... Oh, my God.
Liz is hungry and she knows she's going to have some lunch after this, like, you know.
This is what happens.
Food. Yeah.
That's what happens when I'm passionate and burnt.
It just so happened to be like the Slacks video was a burger video.
It was. And so all that to say, we want to tell you that on, let me get the days, the 5th to the 25th of August this year, 2024, Wellington on a Plate is this festival down in Wellington, and they do this, all the food, and they have something called Burger Wellington, where all the restaurants in Wellington compete for the best burgers, like, you know, and I'm not joking.
Do you know what? They're super strict about it because I went in, they didn't have any gluten-free buns, and I said, just give me the plate without, give me the burger without any buns. They went, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? In case you take a picture.
Well, it's true.
And it's like, we might not win then.
Well, it's true though, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, well, good on them.
It's like Kate Moss coming down on a catwalk and you saying, just hoik your skirt up a bit, or, you know, wear this scarf, that'll look nice with that. Is that like it?
It's just like it. Hey, Liz, yeah. Kate Moss lifting her skirt up for me.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean these guys.
Or take a bud off me burger.
It's art for these guys, though, isn't it?
It is.
You know?
Of course it is.
That's
yeah,
what
but
they're doing.
That's what you take your hat off it to. I was going to go in the kitchen and speak to the chef, but I just thought, oh, you know what? I'll just remove the burger myself.
Going back to the burger, just, you know, we have a lot of burgers when we travel, don't we?
Yeah,
Brian?
we have talked about burgers.
Have we?
Yeah, but we did talk about this once before. I can't
we
remember
repeating
it.
ourselves?
It was.
Are we going senile?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't repeat themselves, especially in New Zealand?
Oh, in New Zealand, right? This is the thing. This is a little secret for you. Again, that no one tells you about. I reckon. Why isn't it on Air New Zealand's thing when you say, by the way, welcome to Auckland, the land of the best burger in the world and the Slacks.
Yeah.
When you get a burger in New Zealand, like the Kiwi burger. And I'm sure this isn't the same all over the world, but we have got people around the world who watch, so maybe you can leave a comment. But they give you, it isn't just a burger.
No.
Well, for a start, it's really thick meat, isn't it, Brian? Really.
It's the grass-fed New Zealand meat, which is normally, some of the best meat in the world. It really is. I have to say so. And I've eaten a lot of meat around the world because I've travelled the world umpteen times now.
Yeah.
You know, and all these fields around, this is it. There's a whole bunch of cows just sitting over to the side over here. You know, and that's it. And I know nothing gets really put on those fields.
Yeah.
You know, and
you can get veggie burgers.
Well, obviously,
you,
obviously.
Yeah, but we're talking about the meat burgers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, we're carnivores, and that's it. Like, you know, and
we're big
omnivores, I should say.
Oh, are we?
Omnivores, yes.
Why? What's that mean?
Well, we do eat vegetables as well.
Oh, is that both? Right. Yeah. Anyway, so in New Zealand they serve the burger, and then they have things like cheese, beetroot, onions. Just like a
fusion of stuff.
Yeah.
And anything can go on a Kiwi burger, especially that week in Wellington. Everyone's throwing all sorts of stuff from, you know, potato rosties to all sorts of stuff
jalapenos.
On, you know, just the chili burger, hot as, you know, it's amazing. And some fantastic chili sauce over it of some sort, like, you know, it's just like outstanding. Yeah.
So if you are a burger fan and you're coming to New Zealand, then you're just going to die and go to heaven, basically. You really are, because especially if you're here in August and you're thinking, go down to Wellington and, just try that burger. So that was the other thing that we just wanted to say about, was that, again, that underrated, I don't know, why is it some countries, they just let the world know about them? And I don't know, it's just... I'm like that about it because, like we said, you know, you want to put New Zealand on the world stage, obviously, but you want to attract the right people.
I suppose when you've only got just under around about 5 million people living here, and then you're competing against the likes of America at nearly 300 million. It's not easy to shout out in the crowd. It's a bit like Horton Hears a Who, and the Who's are trying to shout out as loud as they can, so they can be heard.
Yeah. Do you know what I think?
That's quite Kiwi, didn't it? Heard.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? Are you all right, Bri?
I'm all right.
Okay, you drunk?
Yeah.
What are you on about heard? What are you saying?
Heard.
Oh, right, heard. Right, okay. I wasn't listening. So, anyways.
No, obviously not. You never do, Liz.
Do you know what I think, Bri?
What?
I think in a world that now is becoming the masses, like with all the AI and all the because now...
What, telephones and things?
No, I don't mean that.
No.
Just now, you can make anything on a video with AI, and you can superimpose everything and make it look all fancy, make it look brilliant. I mean, Sunny's been showing us some of the stuff that you can do with video.
Yeah.
And we could have, we could be filming us now and just have that mountain covered in snow, take away all the cloud. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could be sitting in your room with an amazing backdrop.
And we could be you can trick people into thinking, oh yeah, everything's perfect. So I think, this is what I think, this is just coming off the top of my head now. I think in a world that is going like that, where everything is so, you can make everything so perfect and that, I think New Zealand, and going back to that Slacks video and stuff like that, I think people are going to be, they're drawn more to the realness and the messiness and the muddy gumboots and the burger and the suit that smells of chip fat.
Yeah,
do you know
but it's
what
true.
I mean, Brian?
Yeah, because
we're longing for it. We crave it, and we need it.
The authentic side of things, the realness. Like you say, people used to say to us, your videos are way too long, that sort of thing. You should be 7 minutes. It should be bum, 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 bum. And all these jump cuts, and you're like this all the time. And you just think, people just like to sit down, relax, and see what is going on.
Yeah, they do, Brian. They do.
100%.
Yeah. So, I don't know. If you agree with that or not, but that's our thoughts, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So a huge shout out. And before we go today as well, if you're still here, then obviously you're one of those true fans that we love and adore and appreciate so much. And we just wanted to give a huge shout out to three people, actually, to three people that have just made a big impact in our life. And also, this ties back to, I want to just tell you in a minute, I will tell you a story about what happened when I told the lead singer of the Slacks how I felt about his video. I'll tell you that in a minute. But first of all, I just want to give a shout out to two lovely couples, Renata and Saviz from Canada, and Randy and Suzanne, who are currently making their way around this gorgeous country in a camper van. Suzanne is Kiwi, Randy is Canadian. And like I say, Renata and Saviz are two couples who absolutely throw support us constantly. I mean, lots of people do, but these two couples are just beautiful and just constantly showering us with support and kindness. And we just wanted to say, guys, we love you so much. Yeah. And also a big shout out to Amy Rivers, who, darling, I know you're suffering with stuff at the moment, and you have left the most beautiful comments on our podcast, and also sending me emails. And I just want you to know that we love you, Amy, and the whole country are sending you support and love. And kia kaha, my friend, and stay strong. So we just wanted to say that big shout out.
Yeah, well done, Amy. And I take my hat off to you, because you are a shining light for everybody else. Yeah. You really are.
So going back to support and setting examples and how it passes on, because we get a lot of people saying to us, oh, we look forward to your videos and you bring us laughter and joy or anything like that. And we just wanted to send it back to you guys, because here's an example of that. So every week we get lovely comments on our videos, and last week we did a personal video, behind the scenes podcast, and we got lots and lots of lovely comments from that. And we know how hard it is to leave comments. We've always told you about this, just that whole sitting down at a computer. But last week, when I'd watched the Slacks video, I watched the video, right, and we'd had dinner and it was late that evening, and I'd watched the video, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to phone Mark, because I've got his number, because we're friends, like not good friends, but
Yeah.
we know Mark, and we've got his number on our phone.
We've known him for the last 6 years.
We have, yeah. And I had his number on my phone, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to phone him, and I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him everything, how I feel, and I'm going to tell him how amazing he is and what a brilliant songwriter he is. So I pick up the phone and dial his number, do his number, and it rings out, ring, 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 and I'm like, pick up, Mark, pick up. I want to tell you how brilliant he is. Ring, ring. Hello, his voice, and I'm like, hi, Mark, and he went, hello, yep, hello. And I went, hi, Mark, it's Liz Deacle, Sonny's mum. And he went, sorry, who? And it's like, all
bit of static on the line here.
And I'm like, you think, oh, put the phone down. Like, I don't know why you do that, but you just do.
Yeah.
Well, I do, because I get really embarrassed. And I'm like, it's Liz, Sonny's mum. And he's like, sorry, who? And I just, oh my God. And then I was starting to sweat now, because I'm already emotional and already wired.
Yeah, pumped up.
Yeah, pumped up. Yeah, exactly.
That's what it feels like, isn't it?
I know. I know.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry, I can't hear you. So can you say that again? And anyway, then the line went dead. And I was almost relieved. I was like, oh, thank God for that. I'll just leave him a comment on his YouTube. I'll send him a text. And then I thought, no, Liz, you know how it feels when someone reaches out to you and when someone leaves a comment on your thing. Get back on that phone, young lady, and let him know how you feel. So I was like,
you can do this.
Okay. So I pick up the phone, I just text the number, I dial the number again. And he goes, hello, like that. And I'm like, hi, Mark, it's Liz Deacle, Sonny's mum. And he's like, Liz. Oh, thank God. And he went, hi. And it was all crackly and breaky up. And I said, I know it's late and I know you've got the stuff going on. I said, but I just wanted you to know. And I told him, I think you're amazing. I love the video. And do you know what he said? He said, do you know what, mate? He said, that has made my weekend. Thank you so much for the feedback. And so I want to tell you that you did that for the Slacks, because it was your support that gives me courage to think, no, go on, pass it on.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Because you do tend to think, oh, they already know that. They know, everyone tells them. They've got loads of people telling them.
Yeah.
They're really cool. They're the Slacks. They'll already know how brilliant they are. But you reminded me, no, you have got to let people know. And so I want to thank you for that. So, yeah.
No, it is. It's wonderful. I love it when we see all the comments that you guys write out, and it just keeps the channel going. It really does. And, it helps us. If we help you, you help us, and vice versa. It just all works in that synergy, doesn't it? Hey.
So before we leave you, can we just ask one thing? That you go and watch the video of the Slacks and you share it and you like it and you comment, and let's get these guys just where they should be.
Let's blow this video up. They've had one video blown up in their channel, which is that one, the one set in Pew Pew. If we can do it for this one, it would be great. And it's not about blowing it up. It's just about passing it on.
Appreciation,
so people can see it.
Passing it on,
Yeah.
So big loves to you guys. Thank you so much again for joining us every week. It means the world to us. We love you. You are amazing. Stay being who you are. Stay being happy and smiling and passing everything on. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon.
Yep. So kia kaha, stay strong, especially Amy. Kia u, stay true, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye now.
It's not hard to find out what life in New Zealand's really like. You can just open the newspaper or go online and see what's happening in New Zealand. But really, you and I both know they don't really tell you the good stuff, do they? And then the lady on the checkout picks up this bag of apricots, right? Like this little cellophane bag and these dried apricots that you can buy. And she puts them on the scale and taps in the number, and then she went, oh, no, that's far too expensive. Like that. And she picks up the apricots and she says to the woman, these apricots? In this week's episode, we're going to share with you what life in New Zealand is really like. What it's like to be on the ground in New Zealand, living here, and all the things that go on with that. So let's jump into the episode and find out what life down under is really like.